vanilla, and they all know my name from LA to Manila. Tim Chantarangsu, saucy like Panza, so fresh to death, but do not let it haunt you. Had to switch it up and adapt like amphibians. You try to switch it up and it's whack like amphibian. Wake up feeling blessed for every single meal I get. Too many shots and I don't even feel it yet. Never gave a fuck from the jump, I'm the realest shit. I just wanna lay up on some ass like a pillow pet. Like a pillow pet.
Maybe like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Or less, yeah.
Okay. 10 minutes.
Fun. Yo, shout out to the Boiling Crab for having us. Come to the one in Westwood because it's lit. I really missed Megan Batoon. And I don't think I've seen you since our last MukBang.
That's right. Well, that's because we don't do anything unless it's work related.
I mean, that's facts. We don't leave the house unless we getting bags out here.
You know what I mean?
And in this case, it's literal bags.
Man,
right?
Look at him.
Well, I texted you and I was like, hey man, can we like... No, that's what it was. You saw some post of me like, just like drunk off my ass doing some dumb shit. What was
really?
it? Yeah, no, you commented on a post and you were like, can we get drunk together already? And I forget what the post was, but it was just me being an ass on something just drunk, right? And I was like, so I texted you, I was like, let's do a mukbang. Just 'cause
I love that like half your content is you drunk. That's like what I'm aspiring to be.
You know, I'm trying to calm down with that. I'm trying to chill. You know, 'cause I'm like a fucking father and shit now. But I'm trying to relax, but we are sipping on some little margaritas.
Little margarita.
Cheers to you, miss. And if you don't know, this is Megan Batoon. How could you not know? Dancer, house flipper, YouTube personality, your bangs. She cuts her own bangs.
I do cut my own bangs.
They look great.
Well, oh my god, do they?
No, they do. They do.
I did bring a hair clip because we were talking about what we should eat, and you had mentioned a few things, and I said crawfish out of like nowhere. Well, I'm from Florida, so I was like, we used to have crawfish festivals all the time.
Okay.
And I used to be allergic to shellfish, so this is growth.
Wait, you grew out of your allergy to shellfish?
Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm living proof you can have it too.
Cause I know people that developed a crawfish allergy at like 25. I didn't know you could swim out of that.
Yeah, well I guess we'll see by the end of this.
Oh well shit, alright, she's either gonna be, you're gonna die happy though, regardless, alright? So, and she was like, and I was like, oh, should we hit the boiling crab? And she was like, yo, either you said you've never been?
I've been one time when I moved to LA 10 years ago.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, well let's get it.
I don't think I did it right.
Well, I ordered a motherfucking smorgasbord of shit here, alright?
Love it.
Let's just go crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did you say wagwan? Oh.
What does that mean?
Wagwan is like what's up in Jamaican patois.
What if I was that cultured? That I knew that?
But you said, oh my god.
So, oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, I thought you would say wagwan. Well, wagwan to the rude boy and the rude gals, because we got some shellfish dem.
Damn!
Okay. Alright. So.
Oh my, I want to like.
Hold on. Oh, and we got our extra little cup of extra sauce if you want to sauce that, if you want to get extra drippy with it.
God.
And we got some fried calamari. And some motherfucking Cajun fries.
You already know.
And let's get it. Are you good? You know what?
And this.
Oh my god, we got a whole ass Dungeness crab. Wow. Oh, it's hot. Wow. Do you know how to eat this?
Wow, no.
Oh, I will put you on game. Let's go. All right, first let's get to the little stuff, all right?
All right.
Do you know how to peel a crawfish though?
Well, yeah. I mean, I have to like go back to when I was 7.
Wow.
But you gotta pop the head off.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna love this part. You gotta suck the head.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know why you would say that. I would like that part. I don't know what you're trying to say there.
Ooh. But this part, I'm not sure what to do with.
Okay, so. What's your technique for taking the little bits out?
I don't really know. Just pure inertia.
So I like to do so here's what I like to do, right?
Love this tutorial.
Once you
This is crawfish eating tutorial.
Once you peel that the booty off the head, right? And then let me see if I can focus on that motherfucker. Okay. And then there's that little bit hanging out the body.
I feel like
I like to ever so gently tuck my teeth around it.
NSFW. Damn! Okay, wait. I'm pretty competitive, so I'm gonna want to do that.
Okay.
Release it like that, right?
Yeah, so like
Gently release.
Gently release, yes.
Whoa.
And then just kind of ever so gently wrap your teeth around, like, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like that. And then slowly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta do our handshake.
Yeah. I'm gonna lime up this whole shit. Is that cool with you? All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, wagwan.
Wagwan. Is that how you say it?
Wagwan, yeah. How much are you still dancing? Because I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with Batoon, but you know, her whole story arc now is like,
oh my god, I can't
she flips houses in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Which was like a twist in the story of Batoon. You know?
I think everything has been a twist though.
Oh, okay, facts. A twist like the twist of the head off a crawfish.
Ayy.
You know, twist that head off that crawfish.
Yeah, I mean, I started dancing. I came to LA to dance.
Right.
And then fell into YouTube, and then started doing TV stuff, and then got into flipping houses. And I was just like, damn, I feel so empowered, like using a power tool, not knowing what I was doing, and then seeing what I could create.
Okay.
And like as artists, this is like whatever we can make with our hands, our head and our heart. You're like, oh, I'm amazing at this.
How did you feel like, how did you, because look, if I would have known years ago when I met you, that you were, like, I would have never expected you to just be in the desert flipping houses, you know what I'm saying?
Neither would I.
How did that even come about?
I don't even know. Like honestly, I've never even been to the desert except for on the Netflix show one time, and we were only there for like 2 days, maybe. So I didn't even know the vibe of it.
Right.
I didn't know anything. And when I tell people I live in the desert now, they're like, "Do you have like running water?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like I'm not like.
Oh, so you live out there?
Yeah.
You like live out there?
It's so bizarre to like figure out who I am right now.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
having a weird identity, like
Wow.
bifurcation. Because I'm like, I love LA.
Right.
All my community's in LA, and then I'm just so pulled to the desert.
Damn.
It's like so earthy, and it's just so interesting. I'm learning a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know you actually lived out there.
Yeah, I'm calling like my ginger year. You know how you eat ginger in between sushis? It's like to clear your palate,
Yeah.
to get prepared for the next thing.
I never do that though.
I only started doing it because it makes the sushi last longer.
Okay, I feel you. Or else you're just fucking hoovering that shit in.
Yeah. But wait, what am I talking about?
You're talking about you're finding yourself in the desert as a grown ass woman and figuring out who you are in the desert.
But ginger year.
Ginger,
yes.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm calling this year my ginger year, where I told my team like, hey, I'm gonna move to the desert. I'm gonna stop my podcast. I'm gonna stop doing any like external anything unless it's with a homie.
Wow.
And I'm gonna like work on myself, my mental health, my art, discover who I am.
Damn.
And then I'll come back when I feel ready.
That's crazy. So
I feel very separate from the world.
I bet. Well, damn. And now you have a funky little house in the desert that you can air.
Themed, that 90s place. It's sick. You said you were gonna shoot a music video there, and you should.
Yeah, I should. I've been meaning to, like, I started working on music again for the first time in a while. So I was like, what a fun little location, you know?
Yeah. But wait, so when you decided that you were gonna start doing music again, why was that?
Honestly, I've just been bullshitting, been saying I wanted to like make music again for years. And I've been dropping like a song a year for like the past handful of years, right? But I really want to crank out an actual project. And honestly, I just kind of felt like I was really motivated to make new shit because I feel like a lot of the rap shit that I see get praise on Instagram and social media, these kids really gas up mediocre bars, I feel. Like, someone will say some really basic shit and the kids are like, whoa, fire emojis.
Right.
So for me, one, I feel inspired because I want to show the world that I can write better shit than what's being raved about.
Totally.
And two, what a great time to put out some content when the bar is so low. You know what I'm saying? When I could feel like I could put out some light shit and they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, right, if you were in, like, when you're in the dance world and you come out and you're like, hey guys, watch this.
Right.
And they're like, oh shit! Is this Michael Jackson?
Right.
I'm like, wow, what a great time, you know? So I'm actually, for the first time in a while, like, trying to get in the studio, like, collecting, like a handful of 5 to 10 beats to actually put together some type of project, you know? So
love that. Because I feel like, I don't know if this is you as well, but like for me, starting dancing, then doing so many other things, then coming back to dancing as like your older self, you've learned so much, you've developed as an artist and a creator, you have so much more like vocabulary in your lexicon, like actually for you, like actual vocabulary.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
But like dance vocabulary, whatever it is, and it's like you can come back to where you started and see how far you've grown. And it's like, damn, I am the shit, actually.
I am the shit. And here's what's dope too. Like, even you know, admittedly, do you want to bib up? Are you good?
No, it's the delicacy of being
'cause
delicate.
I know.
Because it's so good that I'm just like, I don't have, but I'm like with the crawfish specifically, I have to like, I'm gonna put it on my lap.
I know. You gotta be delicate.
I'm not really a delicate person.
Are you not?
I don't think so.
You love hard. You dance hard. You think hard. You hammer hard.
We live hard. But do I have a delicate energy? I would say no.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't say you have a delicate energy, but you do have, like, let's talk about your choreography style, right?
Okay.
For example, I feel like you can see where you choose to go from delicate to hard.
Nuance.
In your steps. Balance there, right?
Totally.
So
texture.
Super textured, like this corn. You feel me? Like, it's like, so I see how you would be able to go back and forth from that if you wanted to.
Sure.
But watching you eat this crawfish, oh no, there is no delicate there.
And that's balance.
We got some calamari too if you wanted to get down on that.
When is the first time you had seafood ever in your life?
My whole life?
Yeah.
My mom, let me show you how to get down on this
Oh my gosh.
Dungeness crab, alright? So here's what you would normally do. Actually, dog, would it be cool to get like a little side of rice with this? Okay, so here's what you do. What I like to do is, they got this little dingle that kind of hangs out right here. So easiest way to peel this to start the process is you take this off, and then you got like a little hole here that you can just plunge your fingers into, and then
Oh my.
you open that up.
Holy shit.
You open that up right there, and then you have all this great just like juice from like the head and like eggs or whatever's in here. You usually like pour this over some rice. Pop it. Okay. All this gunk right here. You can eat some of this. You would eat like, I feel like the yellowish parts for sure. Eat with some rice. Poppin'. Some people like to eat this part. Some people don't.
What is it?
I couldn't tell you what it is.
Or like, what do you like about it?
It's like eggy, oceany.
Right.
It's definitely good with some rice.
Yeah.
Here, I'll wait for some rice to get here, and so we can finish what's going on. But the first, I grew up eating seafood. My mom was always like, always had us eating some type of seafood, whether it was shrimp, crab. Like, we would always order a bunch of just Dungeness crab like this from the grocery store, and just like my mom would lay out newspaper on the table. We would each get a crab, my mom, my dad, me, and just bust it open and pick at it, attack it.
I love that. So this feels like your childhood a little bit. Yeah, so does crawfish, even though I can't really do it correctly.
So what is you're doing good though. So what is a food that you do not eat?
Black olives. You will not catch me eating a black olive. Unless I will do it for money. Like, name your price, I'll do anything for the right price.
Well, that was my next question.
How much you eat a black olive?
No, how much?
This is my favorite game.
No, when are you gonna start an OnlyFans? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Dude, sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna be hot forever, right? And like for a long time I was like, I'm not even hot. But now I'm like, bitch, I can be hot for however long I'm hot until I'm not.
Yeah, Megan.
So why am I not making money off of it?
So are you saying you've debated? I feel like most women I know have debated the OnlyFans situation. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's what we should do. Okay, I feel like you should just take a little bit of this,
Okay.
a little bit of this juice in here, and just pour a little bit on some rice, and just get a little flavor.
Okay.
Or even put some rice just in the motherfucker.
Oh, I like that. We love to repurpose.
Yeah. And just get a little flavor of that head juice, because it's popping, and I think a lot of people don't even get down like they should, you know? Yes.
And this feels like my childhood with the rice.
Yeah, it's just like real subtle, like not, you know, it's like the real, like it's if you like crab, it's like just real crab, simple essence in there with the rice. You know?
Yeah. No, I mean that's the best part of like Filipino chicken adobo is like having the sauce on the rice, even if there's no chicken, just like the juices. The juice is where it's at.
If y'all didn't know, Megan Batoon is Filipino.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
But do you speak Tagalog?
No.
Are you?
No, I'm only half.
I know. You're
Crucify me.
So you're Filipino and what?
Irish and Polish.
I don't think I knew that. Well, no, I do.
What do I not know about you?
Do you know I was born in Billings, Montana?
No. I love Montana.
Oh, you've been? I haven't been since I was born.
When did you move here?
Like as a baby. Moved to Long Beach.
Huh.
And
I see you as a Long Beach guy.
yeah, I mean, I'm a little. How you just gonna assume? How you just gonna say? What you trying to say?
When I met you, you had a very California vibe.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard, you know, and I've been here since I was a baby, so. But I was born in Billings, Montana.
Wow.
Yeah. If you want, you could take a little piece of this, throw this on the rice. It's gonna be like some egg and let me get this part out. So that little piece right there, maybe throw down some rice. Maybe throw a little bit of that sauce on there.
On this one.
Yeah, that one. If you want, no pressure.
Should I take this off or put this on there?
No, just take it off. Yeah. Just the soft part. Don't worry about the crunchy part.
Okay.
See how you like that.
Okay.
Not everybody's gonna fuck with that, you know.
Right.
But
All right. A sauce. This sauce is bomb as hell. What is it?
it's just their shebang mild situation.
I'm gonna take a bottle of this with me home. Okay.
Oh man. Oh, this is great. Now you know how to eat a Dungeness crab. Okay, so check this out. So after you get that top part off, now you can do this. Bust that open, and now what you can do is, so now you can like take these little bits off. You can just like, and just suck all that crab meat.
So you don't use like these things?
You can, like, you can once you start getting to like the legs. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
so I do what?
So like, here, let me just so it's more for like, I'm talking about, so like this, let's say like this part, like right here, you just bite into that, and, you know, and just pick out the little shell pieces.
Okay.
You know?
I feel like an alien.
Or you're eating an alien.
I used to not like crab. Can you imagine?
Really? Like at all? Mm-hmm. Why?
Maybe I was nervous because I was allergic to shellfish.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense. So what happened? What used to happen when you ate shellfish? Like
lips swollen. Dude, one time, I don't know what was happening. Oh my god. People would tell me in high school because I would get like swollen ass lips for no reason.
Oh.
And they're like, you're allergic to your boyfriend. And it was like, haha, but like he was cheating on me.
Oh.
But anyway, my lips would swell so big. And I would have to like take Benadryl in the morning at high school, so like 6 a.m. Benadryl.
Yeah.
And I'd be like sleeping in my classes and
shit.
having to cover my mouth.
because you got so swollen?
Yes, from I don't know what.
Damn.
I was allergic to something, but all that to say that's what would happen when I would have shellfish. It was like my whole face would be like 3/4 my lips.
Yo, I know this girl who she had a lot of allergies to shit, and she was like allergic to her boyfriend at the time's jizz.
No.
Yes.
What?
Whenever she swallowed or got nutted on, she would break
Rash?
out. Yes, in a rash.
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
And like, mind you, maybe it was
So they're not compatible.
no. The God said, "Do not date this man. I'm gonna stop you."
He was like, this is graffiti, honestly.
He's like, "No, get this off your body right now." Yeah, like, or you know, one could theorize that maybe it was from something he was eating.
Right.
But yeah, she was like, "You know what, Tim? I don't know what it is. After we have sex, if his jizz gets anywhere on me or in me,
That would be worse.
I have some type of reaction."
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
The body doesn't lie.
The body does not. Are you allergic? Oh, you allergic to shellfish?
Allergic
You were
to
allergic.
nothing now.
Okay, so when did you realize, oh shit, this is gone? I can eat shellfish now. How does that even happen if you think you're allergic to it? You know what I'm saying?
I have no clue. I think, I don't know, you know how like every 7 years your taste buds change?
Right.
I wonder if that happens with allergies.
With someone like, hey, by the way, there's a shrimp in your cocktail, and you were like, oh, I'm okay right now.
I wish I could remember anything from my childhood, to be honest.
Okay. So this is a good question. What's your earliest memory?
I don't know if this is a memory, but I have maybe heard the story, maybe I remember it. I was dancing around to Funky Cole Medina.
Funky Cold Medina, yeah.
Yeah, which like kind of ages me. But like I was dancing around to that, and that was the first time that like I performed. And I remember feeling like very like on a high of some sort. And then the second memory that I have, which is maybe close to that, is I went to Baskin Robbins with my dad.
Cute.
And I was making small talk or like jokes with the guy that was like serving us. And I remember my dad was like, "You're so funny." And it was like the first time that I was like, I'm funny. Like these childhood memories that are barely nothing to anyone else. Like that's what's happening with Veda right now.
I know, and you know what's funny is, okay, so here's the thing, right? I tell Veda all the time, even though she barely says anything, that she's so funny,
Aww,
so smart.
That's good.
Because it wasn't until recently where somebody asked me, how is it that you're so confident, right? And it's kind of hard to tell people sometimes that like, yo, just be confident, right? Because I feel like that it solves so many of your problems as you grow up. Just be confident, you know what I'm saying? It helps you get like jobs, girls, whatever, right?
Right.
And a lot of dudes will ask me, Tim, how do I be confident? Or how did you get confident? And I couldn't think of why. I was always like, yo, I've always been confident.
You've always been confident?
Yeah. Until I realized my parents were always so supportive of me from the jump. Like everything I wanted to do, always very like playing with me all the time. And I feel like that really helped build my self-esteem as a little kid.
Totally.
So for Veda, I just want to make sure I'm super just encouraging and like cheerleader from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Because I know now in my adult life how important that is. You know
Hell yeah. I love that so much as like a father-daughter dynamic, which is like very crunchy sometimes.
Oh, right. Well, you tell me, what's the crunchy part? Because I've never been a daughter. So
Oh my god, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, tell me.
I can give you some tips.
Yeah, tell me your tips as someone who's been a daughter her whole life. What is the best thing for me to do as a daddy?
Oh my gosh. I think what you're doing is great, like the building confidence and self-esteem, playing like quality time and honoring who she is authentically and not trying to change her in any way. And like from Asian cultures, I don't know if you experienced this when you were younger, but like being told what to do a lot and being like very constricted in terms of like your interests or how you need to show up in the world to be loved, and straight A student vibes, and it's just like impressive, especially like with immigrant parents, to be like, they had to work very hard to even just be accepted in general. So it's like they're passing down what they learned.
Right.
So it's like if you can just foster a space where she can explore who she is and like you said, be a cheerleader, she's gonna be fine.
Man, that's all I want.
That's all she wants.
Look, I told this story on either one of my podcasts or somewhere, I forget, right? Oh yeah, on
either one of my podcasts. Love that.
Something.
Love that.
All my content now is just me talking for an hour about bullshit. I literally don't even know what I'll be talking about anymore.
That's how it goes. That's how it should go.
Yeah, right?
It's been way too long trying to make content. Just be real.
Oh, yo, let me tell you, I'm all out of jokes, guys. I'm not funny anymore. I'm out. I'm spent on that shit. But, so like, I remember at the restaurant, my parents had these friends, and they had this daughter. She was so young, she was so pretty. Like, she was like 2 years old, and 2, 3, 4 as she got older. And I remember she would laugh. And what you got for us?
I have a stove crab with no seasoning.
Tight.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you. Thanks. And I remember, right, this
is the best day of my life.
Oh, we're having a great time. This little girl would laugh, but it was a very like from her belly, like
that's the best, like guttural laugh.
I love it, right?
Yes.
And her mom would be like, "Don't laugh like that.
Oh no!
It's not ladylike."
Never tell your kids,
bruh,
that
shit fucking hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Like this girl is like like this is the biggest sign of just like pure joy coming from this little girl, and the mom's like, "Hey, don't do that." And I'm like,
it's really heartbreaking.
Yeah, man. And I think from just back then, I was like, I'm never gonna do that.
She will never laugh like that for a long time. Like, I don't think maybe parents really understand. I'm not a parent.
Yeah.
I have 2 cats, but I'm not a parent. But I don't think anyone's aware of how intense what is said to us embeds into our brains and our DNA, and it changes the way we show up in the world. And it's like, it's only until now, like I'm doing inner child work where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna reclaim this part of me, where it's like, damn, I really like molded myself and contorted myself into something that society and my parents and everybody would accept, when it's like, hey, actually, like, the weirdness is what makes you magic. Like, I've been called weird my whole... What about you? I feel like people maybe called you weird, but you were confident, so maybe not.
People did call me weird, and people still do call me weird. Especially with my podcast with David. He calls me weird weekly because, we know each other through Send Foods. Like, we really bonded over the years. And it was very surface level at first. And now the more he gets to know, like, who I actually am, he's like, bro, you're so strange. He's like, you are so weird. And I'm like, I know. That's where
the juice is. Talk about juice. The weirdness is that juice.
And I'm just like, slowly letting him into my world, and he can't handle it. He can't.
I love Dave.
A lot of times he's like, I don't know what to do with this information.
That man has one of the best laughs ever.
Yeah, it's great.
He got a good laugh.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
We're talking about Megan Batoon and her laugh.
Who's the weirdest person you know?
Probably Chia. Chia's pretty fucking weird.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
She's just, okay, like, I wouldn't even say weird, she's quirky, alright? So you look at her at face value, right? She doesn't post a whole lot of personal shit on Instagram or whatever on her socials. At face value, she's a pretty girl. Calm, collected, confident, culinary skills aren't her thing.
Okay.
Canadian.
Really trying to go with the alliteration. Loving it.
She's a Canadian, a calm Canuck that claims cultural cock.
Nice. We got there.
But when you really get to know her, she's fucking weird, bro. For example, little shit. Like, these are things I learned at the beginning of the relationship. Likes soggy cereal, okay?
Well, a lot of people kind of do that.
What?
Like, depending on the cereal. Like if you're talking about like Apple Jacks, you want to put it a little bit in the milk. You don't want those to be crispy cardboard. You want them to be a little.
Because they cut the roof of your.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like Lucky Charms, eat that shit right away. Like there's different rules to different cereals.
Nah, bro. She likes.
This is my first workout in like 2 years.
Oh, that wasn't even nothing crazy. That was a muscle.
You didn't even see.
Wow, how ironic.
Wow, you didn't see what it was like in the beginning. It was like
Wow.
shut. It was like this, like your heart. No,
Oh, I think you're
right.
not supposed to eat the ones that are like shut.
Says who?
Isn't that like a rule of shellfish? If you cook it and it's still closed, you shouldn't eat it.
The fuck?
They're supposed to open naturally.
It was like not a good return on investment. If I'm paying for a muscle, you better be open.
Yeah. I
Or
know.
you're getting open no matter what.
Okay, well, if you get diarrhea later, it's not my fault.
Well, oh my god. The last time I ate seafood with you.
Okay, yeah, we haven't told this
Oh my
story.
goodness. I can't believe this.
Before we talk about how weird she is, one time I met up with Batoon in New York, alright? And I was out there for some work, she was out there for some work, and we were like, yo, let's get lunch. For whatever reason, she was on this, like, I'm on this oyster kick.
I had never had oysters before, and I never liked oysters.
Okay, okay.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change. I'm gonna grow. I'm like obsessed with growth. It's kind of annoying. It's like my only personality trait now. It's like, how can I grow?
That's a little annoying. Just who cares, dude? Just live your life.
Totally. So anyway, I was like, yeah, there's like $1 shucks basically.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's this oyster spot that's got like $1, $3 oysters, and we ended up. Well, I kind of am gonna put the onus on you a little bit,
Okay.
because no one should be eating like 50 plus oysters in one sitting.
I agree.
But why did you let me order it?
Well, because I was like, fuck it. If that's what she wants to do, let's just fucking do it. I'm down.
You were in it though. Like I was like, let's get 50, and you were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like nowhere in there were you like, maybe that might make you sick. Not at all.
Well, I was like, look, man, she's having some weird epiphany about oysters in her life.
It's always something.
So I'm like, let's do it. If she wants to order 50 oysters, let's do it. So we ordered this whole big ass, I'm talking about.
No, it was the full ash table.
Yeah, like you trying to do a challenge, like man versus food oyster shit, right? And then we're going in, and I feel like maybe we were like 10 oysters each deep, or not even that much. Batoon
You
was like,
think? I don't know. I feel like I ate a shit ton.
like more than that? Maybe, who knows? But Batoon was like, pause.
I want to hear it from your perspective.
Okay, I'm with you. We're eating. We're literally eating nothing but oysters, right?
Right. No sides.
No sides, no fucking bread, like nothing. No little fucking crostini that you put the oyster on. No type of. We didn't remix the texture at all. It
Nothing.
was just raw oysters,
It's like
right?
slurp, slurp, slurp.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Batoon's like, you know what? Something doesn't feel right. It's just like, yeah. And then she goes to the bathroom. She's like, I think I might puke. I'm chilling. I'm like, oh, cool. She goes to the bathroom. She comes, and I'm continuing to eat oysters because I'm okay. And she comes back. She's like, yeah, I just puked. She's like, I'm done. And I'm like, oh, cool. And I think you told me you didn't eat oysters again for like years after that.
That's true, but I did say I don't think I said I'm done until I eat some fries because I needed something to wash it
Oh,
down
we
with.
ordered fries.
So if you ever need to puke because you eat too much, go do it and then come back and end with something that you are proud of.
Are you a big puker?
No,
Yeah, me neither.
I hate it. It's the worst.
I mean, I don't think anyone likes it. But like, do you do it often? Is my
No.
question.
No.
Right.
You hear about like people doing ayahuasca, right? And like
And you always puke.
that's what
That's what they say.
I've never done it.
Oh, you never done ayahuasca? Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
I'm the type that would, right? Though, like you imagine.
I mean, now that you live in the fucking desert.
you like nothing is put past me now. I'm just like I'm one with the universe.
Okay, so you wouldn't do ayahuasca?
Well, I just don't like puking that much.
Oh, and people say you always puke
Yeah.
on ayahuasca, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you puke out all of your impurities or like
Right.
whatever is not like meant. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never done it, but people have some like really great experiences
Yeah.
with it. So I'm like, if I was okay with puking, maybe, but like I really just hate it because you know when you're like puking actively, like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Towards the end where you're like, I'm so sick, and then you are puking but you can't breathe.
Oh, yeah.
It's that moment where you're like, I might die
Am I dying?
here. Like I might die right here, right now.
I'll tell you one of my worst pukes, bro. I remember I forgot what I had eaten. I was really full. It wasn't because I ate anything bad. But you ever had puke come out your nose? So it comes out with such force that it's coming out of your mouth and nose at the same damn time.
So you really have no chance of breathing.
So you cannot breathe. So for like a few seconds, you're like, "Ah!" and then it's done. You're like, "God!"
Damn.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not great. It's a lot of force behind it.
That's
you know?
so tough. What do you think the worst like human like experience is?
Yo, these are good questions. You're a good person to do this with. I mean, it's gotta be like just puking and diarrheaing at the same time.
Have you done that? Like every orifice, it's just exodus.
It's just, I can't breathe and I'm in pain. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be the worst.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually done that. I mean, I've gotten some type of like food poisoning situation where it was all bad. Yeah.
Well, okay, imagine this.
Okay.
I think this might be the worst like human experience I can imagine or curate. Okay, first, splinters in your eye, both eyes, nose plugged,
Nose plugged.
tongue, black olives, ears, bad house music, loud, very loud.
Skin, not lotioned.
You're so bougie. Like I just naturally have dry skin.
No, I actually also am constantly ashy, and I don't lotion up.
Skin being shaved off,
Oh God.
layer by layer.
Okay. Where's this question going again? I'm just imagining it.
Like the worst human experience you can feel.
So this is okay, yeah.
Waist trainer.
Okay. Oh.
I hate waist trainers. Whoever's watching this,
Have you done? Okay. Well, also,
bitch, have I?
have I?
I literally drove to downtown LA when I was like, I don't know, 23.
Okay.
It was like the height of waist trainers. Kardashians were like, we love it. So then I went and got it and could not breathe. Probably a few of my ribs shifted. And I was just sleeping in this shit, not being able to do it, just to like be what society's version of pretty is. It's fucked, dude. So this is my PSA to anyone watching that has felt the need to alter your body to conform to society's beauty standards, that you don't need to do it, and it's a waste of money, and the most people that are benefiting from this are old men doing this
The goddamn patriarchy.
to your insecurities.
And let me tell you this, Batoon.
Tell me.
You looked great at that stage. I remember thinking, wow, her waist looks... No, I'm just kidding. Smashed.
Her waist looks trained.
Okay, here, check this out, though. Everything you just... All that scenario that you just proposed,
Oh,
right?
we didn't even get to the toes though.
Oh, well, check this out. You're tied down. All your hands and feet are tied down. And,
With nails.
sure. You're crucified to the ground. And then, a shot, like a syringe full of honey is injected. Wait. It's a build. It's a build. All right?
I'm loving it.
A syringe of honey is injected into your either pee hole or okay, I guess we both have pee holes. Into both pee holes. All right.
Honey?
And
Why
then
honey?
because then,
bees!
but no, bees and ants are let out onto your body.
This is Fear Factor.
So they're going straight into your pee holes.
Honestly, are we the next host of Fear Factor?
Sure.
Damn, and someone at the same time is giving you a hangnail on every toe
Oh God!
and piercing your ears at the
And-
same time
and-
with dull needles.
And paper cuts on
Oh no.
and pee holes. and in between each of your toes.
And your armpits.
Oh God.
And here.
Okay.
Everywhere your body with creases, you have a paper cut.
Okay. And
How much money?
what?
How much money would you undergo that for?
Man, I wouldn't do that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, nothing less than like 10,000.
Oh, I was like a million.
No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's paid.
Come on, 10,000 to get that off one Instagram post. Are you dumb?
It's like 1 million. 1 million.
No, I wouldn't do that shit regardless. Batoon?
Not for any money.
That's like permanent damage, kind of. My dick
to
hole.
your soul. People
And-
probably do that for fun.
Fire ants in my. Oh, you might be right. Yeah.
The autoerotic asphyxiation, I can't even say it. Like, I haven't researched enough to even know how to say it.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Like, I'm gonna get it just from trying to say it.
Wow, how did you even know that? You're a freak.
You're a freak.
Yeah, they know that.
They know that.
Yo, Batoon's a freak too.
Yeah, I'm growing into whatever I'm gonna become.
Okay, let's ask you this. In this whole process of you growing into whatever you've become, what have you learned about yourself that people would be really surprised by?
Oh. Huh. That people would be very, I mean, I don't think people think that I'm insecure.
Oh, okay.
But that is the truth.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, and people think I'm like so outgoing because I know how to turn it on.
Right.
And I know how to like mask the neurodivergence that I have.
Neurodivergence.
Yeah.
Everyone pause to Google that.
But like, I'm like masking a lot of the time to be like, oh yeah, I know how to walk into a room and pitch myself and get a job or whatever it might be, you know, like do the show and dance to get hired for entertainment.
Right.
But then I have to like go in my car and just like not talk to someone for a long ass time.
Look, I think when people say fake it till you make it, right? That is the type of faking it till you make it that they're talking about. Not fucking buy a nice car when you can't pay your rent.
Yeah, that's optics.
Yes, exactly.
That's wrong.
That's fucking dumbass aesthetics, right?
Right.
But like, fake it till you make it in terms of like, even though you have crippling insecurity and anxiety, you can put on when you gotta be in the room and fucking be personable and make this outgoing impression. Be like, yo, I can host a motherfucking trap Netflix show.
Totally.
But then you go back to your hotel room and you cry your eyes out.
100%. And that's duality, baby. This is range.
It's beautiful.
It's true. Like, and I feel like I have tried like fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And it does work. Like, especially like, you know, have you ever seen when people are like, oh, do like a power pose like in the morning, and you're like, you're training your body to feel confident.
Is that supposed to like help your like self-esteem and shit?
Yeah, and sometimes that shit works. Like a lot of times, like the best performances I've done on like talk shows, I do like confidence meditations in the morning.
Interesting.
Like I hype myself up heavily.
You know what I've heard from multiple people lately?
Huh.
You know, because I wear a lot of black, right? I know a lot of people that wear just nothing but black. But therapists have been telling people, wear brighter colors.
Therapists?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I knew, like, multiple people in one day who came up to me, or, like, I ran into that were like, yeah, my therapist told me to wear brighter colors.
Interesting.
They said it'd be better for my attitude.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, black is a very powerful color, but at the same time, like when you think of like Hot Topic or goth, like attire is black.
And everybody's emo and depressed.
But black is so chic, it's timeless, like
Look,
it's
man.
sexy.
Yeah, it holds your, like, when my nipples are feeling puffier that day, I put on a thick black t-shirt.
Do you like take inventory of the puffiness of your nipples?
Here's the
daily?
thing. I feel like when I eat a lot of salty food, or maybe after this this very saucy meal, I might wake up tomorrow and that fucking sodium's running through my blood, and my nipples might be a little puffier. I'm not gonna wear a thin white tee tomorrow. You feel me? I'm wearing a black thick tee with a logo on it from Goody brand. These are dropping. These might have already dropped by the time I put out this video.
Hey.
You know what I used to say I would never do? Is wear skinny jeans.
Really?
Yeah. I remember, like,
Why did you not want to do that?
because it was just like, you know, back when I was in high school, we were wearing big ass pants.
Jinkos.
We're sagging. I was never Jinko status, but I was wearing big ass jeans. You know, I was sagging. And like skinny jeans just weren't. It was like you were either like a punk rock dude.
I feel like I dress like the men that I was interested in high school now.
Okay, interesting.
What does that
You
mean?
mean currently you dress like the men you were interested in high school?
Yes, not right now, because obviously like this is my LA attire. But like when I'm in the desert, like I look like a little punk rock boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I always used to say I would never wear skinny jeans, right? And then one day, it was like a slow transition. Like at first I was at like fucking what's that store? What was that store in the mall? Nah, it wasn't Hot Topic, but the ones like where they would have like the buff dudes standing outside.
Abercrombie Hollister?
I was at Abercrombie, and I saw like a shirt, and I was like, I'm gonna get this shit in a small, because my boy PD Flow, he used to wear small shirts, and I was like, I'm gonna get this shit in a small, and I was like, oh, I look low key buff in a small t-shirt,
Right.
but I was still wearing big pants, right? So it was like it was uneven. And then my ex, she loved skater boys. That was her aesthetic.
Who doesn't?
That's, I mean, right? But I was completely not her usual type. And then one day, she was like, try these on, and there were some skinny jeans.
Were they her jeans?
Old Bay. No, they were just some skinny jeans.
Oh, because she was trying to get you to be a skater boy?
Just along, like more of her vibe. And then I put them on, and I was like, how you feel about this? And she was like, that's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. And I was like, well, shit, I'm not mad, you know, because like they look good on me, right?
Yeah.
And then from then on, yeah, they just got skinnier and skinnier to the point where I was wearing some fucking tight ass jeans at its peak. Yo, my jeans were fucking tight. You know what I'm saying?
Like second skin.
Yeah, like I was had some fucking jeggings on. You know?
100p.
But and now that like big jeans are kind of coming back, I can't do it.
You can't do skinny jeans anymore.
I mean, I can't do big jeans. Like I'm definitely not wearing them as skinny as I used to. But I'm not wearing them as big as I used to. Like I can't, like when I see the type of like the aesthetic, like the fucking Junko aesthetic that's coming back now, like the big ass pants. I'm like, yo, I can't. That shit is weird to me.
Yeah,
you know? It's crazy.
It's crazy that trends come back like that, because you'll see something in the past where you're like, that will never come back, but they always do.
Yeah, a lot of girls are doing like the big like, curly perm vibe now. I'm seeing a lot of that from homegirls and stuff.
It sounds like you don't fuck with that.
No, I think it's cute.
I do too, but the way that you were saying, I was like,
Are you gonna do it?
I don't think I'm gonna try anymore. I think I'm done trying.
Just at anything? Yeah. You're chilling.
I'm chill. Like, it's time to chill. Like, I feel like the last 10 years of my life, I was like, what does everybody want? What's gonna be the most impressive? How am I gonna like climb the ladder of success?
Right.
I'm like, you know what? Let me just take a big ass break. Let me fill my cup with what I need that I was giving everybody else. Because I feel like also like being on social media from a young age.
Yeah.
And like I was a competitive cheerleader, competitive dancer. Like I was.
I didn't know you were a cheerleader.
Oh, honey boo boo.
Well, damn.
But competitive though, not like rah rah.
Oh, okay. Oh, like
intense.
The dancey shit. Yeah. Like bring it on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Times like a few.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was always competing, and I had an older sister who was like a straight A student, so like always competing forever. And then like getting on social media, it's like it kind of exacerbated or like filled that like thing that I had to always be, which was like knowing where I stood within everybody else. Whether it was like my team, if we were like first place, second place, whatever it might be, or my sister.
I got you.
And then being on social media, being like, oh, this person has more followers than you, or this person's getting a show and you're not. And it was like, oh, I always know where I stand.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's what I'm kind of like taking a step away in the desert of being like, what is my relationship with external validation? Yeah.
And why do you feel like you need it so much?
Exactly.
Well, okay, so now that you've taken
it's like
a
an
step
IV, especially with like on Instagram, it's just like microdosing dopamine.
Right, because it's like
give me
instant gratification.
Uh-huh.
But how do you feel now that you've taken a step back? How's your
Are you gonna make it?
How's your cup feeling now? Are you feeling?
You don't have to talk if you don't want to.
No, I'm going to. Are you feeling fulfilled? Now that you've taken your step back.
Yes. What I'm learning, which is like so important for me specifically, with ADHD is like.
Wait, you have ADHD?
Yeah, I just got diagnosed like last year.
Bro, okay, finish your statement and then I have things to ask you.
Okay. What I'm learning is I have inattentive ADHD, so if I'm not into something, I'm not there.
Okay.
Like I have a really hard time paying attention if I'm not fucking with something. So what I've learned is, or I guess what I'm learning now is like wherever my attention is naturally driving me, I'm going that way.
Okay.
Because I know that I'm gonna have a better result there. Where like if I'm interested in it, all my energy is going to it, I'm gonna have a better product, a better experience, a better process. It's just gonna be better. If I force myself to do something I don't wanna do, which is like when I was in LA, I was doing everything that one person could do. And I was just spreading myself so thin, I didn't have anything to give myself, the people that I loved, or the actual things I loved.
Word.
It was like, I'm like an art kid at heart, and so being like an entrepreneur, it takes you away from the art because you're so focused on the business, the numbers, the analytics.
Right.
But I'm like, hang on a second, like what happened to that art kid in yearbook club that just loved to make art to express herself? And that's what dancing was too. And I came and started dancing, and it's so easy to get swept up in LA of like the success of the incessant like, be successful, make a thing, do a product, productive. It's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
When can we like allow ourselves to be human?
Because then you're like, what am I even doing this for? What is the point?
Right.
If I'm never gonna be happy, if I'm keep on looking for something else, when does it end?
When? Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're happy. You have ADHD.
Yep. Do you too?
Well, check this out.
Check it out.
And I've talked about this on my other podcast, so people are gonna be like, "Oh, Tim, we're sick of hearing about this." But, okay. Someone recently was apologizing to me because he was like, "Hey, man, sorry about how I might have acted back in the day because I just found out I have ADHD and I realized I was so spaced out and blah blah blah. If I was ever rude to you." And he kind of starts describing certain things he had experienced. All right. And while he's talking, a lot of the shit he's saying is kind of resonating with me. Little shit like. Things about like when he was younger, he would always, his mom or his parents would be like, yo, you just don't care. Why do you always forget to do this? Do you just not care? But he's like, I just fucking forgot. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, you know? And like, with that, I was like, bro, I can totally relate to this where, you know, I always kind of assumed I'm just a spacey person sometimes, and I just forget things, and maybe I can't focus because I'm thinking about other shit, you know? But the more he was talking to me, I'm like, do I have ADHD? Right? And now this is really specific, right? But Chia gets so pissed because I forget, sometimes I'll take a shit and I forget to flush the toilet. So she gets like,
how do you forget that? That's like basic.
I know. So she gets livid about the shit. She's like, oh my. She'll call. I'll be chilling and I'll hear, bang. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I feel like that is maybe because you're going so fast. I've done that before. If I'm just moving so fast.
Yeah, but
you feel like you move fast in your life.
I mean, my head is definitely everywhere. But then check this out. One day I googled. I'm like, do people with ADHD forget to flush the toilet? And they said it is a type of ADHD where your working memory is fucked up. Yeah. And you just get like and it said specifically, even things that people constantly remind you to remember to do, you'll forget to do. And it said ADHD people not only do they make a mess, they'll leave a mess on accident. And I was like, fuck! Yeah. Maybe I should get diagnosed. The mess. Just to see what's good.
Honestly, it's really helpful to just have that answer because you're like, am I crazy? Is there something wrong with me? Like, how come I can't do things that basic people can do? Not basic people, but people can basically do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, our brains work differently. And I wouldn't be surprised, like, artists in general. Yeah. I would just be like, yeah. Probably.
See, babe? It's not my fault. I have ADHD.
She doesn't watch your videos.
No, she doesn't. She definitely doesn't. She ain't got time for that shit. We have a child. Are you full?
I'm feeling amazing.
I think we did good. We did some damage.
I think we crushed it.
So, okay, someone commented last time that I eat the crawfish heads funny. And here's the thing, alright? So normally people would twist the heads off and they suck the crawfish, right? Yes. But what I like to do is I'll take the bottom piece off. I'll take it apart because then you get this like little nucleus of guts and meat, and I just eat that shit. I don't want to miss anything.
So they said that was weird?
Yeah, someone's like, yo, the way Tim eats those crawfish heads is killing me.
Weird is magic.
I think so.
Honestly, if you can embrace your weird and make money off of that, you're gonna be fine for
And Megan Batoon, weird magic. Okay?
Weird magic.
Well, shit, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I love, like, literally, I told you, like, I just wanted to kick it with Batoon, but it's like, it's hard to find time to kick it, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit going on, so it's like, why not do work and make it an excuse to see you and catch up with you, you know? So, Thank you.
This is the best. You're one of my favorite people in LA.
Girl, you're one of my favorite people in LA
I
too.
don't even live here.
I know. Well, look at that. You in the desert. Well, hey, thank you, Megan Batoon, for pulling up. Make sure y'all reserve her Airbnb. It's called That 90s.
That 90s place.
That 90s place. And follow her on everything. Thank you guys for watching. Go to the Boiling Crab. It's really good.
And get this. And this.
Oh, just you know, we got our sauce is shebang mild. They do a thing. You can get all the sauces combined. It's called the whole shebang. And, all right, whatever. Thanks for watching. Bye.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you. King shit.